To be a teacher, like from my college days, I was very much interested in the environment. I rescued my first snake when I was in 8th standard, and first king cobra when I was in 12th standard. That is the longest or biggest venomous snake in the world. So that I was always fascinated with the environment, and I was very much concerned about at that time. Of course, now we have a lot of awareness about the environment, but at that time there was not much environment awareness. So I thought of getting into conservation, and I don't think so. There is any profession better than teaching to work for environment, because that is the platform you get for creating awareness. And coming back to your going beyond classroom, yes, I believe that nowadays teaching and job seeking job is no more with your degree. I was just discussing with Suvarna teacher that if you want to have a job, it is not necessarily a degree, because I remember in 2014 there was this accountant exam held in Government of Goa. It was just for recruitment of accountant, and the required qualification was 12 commerce, and there were 8,000 applications for that particular post. Minimum required qualification was 12 commerce, but there were graduates and 12 commerce. Believe me, out of 8,000, none of them could clear the exam. All 8,000 students failed the exam that was otherwise meant for the commerce, 12 commerce. And it became a national headline, so that is where we have to think. It was a concern, teaching. We have to go beyond teaching. We have to go beyond syllabus, and teach our students about the overall understanding, not about the students, not about the syllabus. So yes, I tried always my level best to go beyond syllabus, and I'm a teacher by profession and traveler by passion. So I have been to the entire part of the country from Ladakh till Kanyakumari, and I'm a geography teacher. So I always bring my experiences in the classroom.
Surely, sir, your experience is really an inspiration to all of us. So, we Goans are really proud of our greenery, and all of that God has gifted us with. But we need to realize that we always cannot live on our past laurels. We need to protect our environment as well. So, are there any initiatives that you have taken as a keen environmentalist to protect our environment and also to create awareness?
My frank opinion, you may not agree, some of you may not agree, but may it be Mahadai, may it be environment, may it be any sort of conservation, we are fighting losing battle in all the sectors, because India is now going in G20 summit is happening, and the main concept of G20 is 3 C's: COVID, conflict, and climate change. So what we had, like, how many of us are aware that Goa's highest mountain peak is Sosogad. The name given after Soshe. Soshe is hair, everybody knows. Second highest mountain peak is Katlanchi Mari. Third is Vageri. Vageri is the Vagancha Ghar, 70 inch dongar asa. So we had this environment, we had this wildlife, but if you see now, it's getting decline. We are not bothered. How many of us are aware about something called Devrai? I think negligible account. We have been claiming that we have 33% of forest cover in Goa. It's all myth, trust me, it's all myth. Even having these kind of rain trees is not the forest cover. So anyways, I won't get into that technical ways. When it comes to Mahadai, of course, Dr. Manoj Ibrahimpurkar, who is an authority, has spoke extensively on this topic. But I joined the Mahadai movement in 2004 when I was in 12th standard, and for last 2 decades almost we are fighting for River Mahadai. Of course, as an NGO, and my movement has always been a non-political. I have never criticized any political leader, but I have delivered more than 300 lectures on Mahadai. I have been to the entire patch of Mahadai, the basin of where it begins in Degaon in Karnataka till Goa. So I have trekked through entire Mahadai. I understand its a requirement. And trust me, about Mahadai, we have to believe this, that we are fighting losing battle, because we have almost lost the battle of Mahadai. We have already given the water by the water tribunal. So I will not get into it, because there are a lot of hues and cry that teachers should not speak on Mahadai. I have been speaking. Last week I was in Goa University. I addressed to the faculties. So it is a reality. What reality is reality. Our population is 20 lakhs. Tourist every year comes is 80 lakhs. So 1 crore population. Our state is declared as water deficit state in 2002. Official record. We do not have sufficient water, certainly, and it is not far that we'll get 1 hour tap water, or half an hour tap of water, because we are running short of water. We do not have sufficient water, that is a fact, and we cannot move away from the reality. It is everybody, it is now or never. We have to fight for River Madai. So when we discuss about it, we had greenery, we were proud about it. Yes, of course, I think if you ask our teachers, if you speak to Dr. Rita Pace, yes, in her childhood she might have enjoyed amazing environment. We do not have that, and probably this was the right time to declare. I will just take you 2 minutes to divert the topic. This is the right moment to declare, Mahadai Tiger Reserve, because that is the only hope probably to save River Mahadai. There is a lot of discussion that you can easily say that you can declare river as a Tiger Reserve. What about the people? See, you have to understand one thing. There is something called FRC. This Forest Act. Under that you can get your land. Anybody who is living in forest area, you can claim that and you will get your land. So in Sattari Taluka, 1,700 applications are pending for FRC. So if you clear that, I think out of 208 square kilometer of that area of Mahadai Tiger Reserve, 160 kilometer can be kept reserved for Mahadai Tiger Reserve. And if that is done, I think we can save Mahadai.
So, lastly, what is the message you would like to give our audience, especially our teacher novices who are the future teachers of the society?
For the teachers, purely for the teachers, I will tell you all the teachers here, because I was also a student here. Trust me, when I joined this college, I was in that hall. We were 100 students, and I was a typical that village kid, not able to speak one simple English sentence. So I was sitting in the last corner. And third day of my college, I told my brother that I'm leaving this college, because I was not understanding what teachers were speaking and what students. Recess time I has to spend with teacher Maya in library, because I did not want to interact with my batchmates because they were speaking in English. I came here as a mud and I went out as a really worthful teacher. So this is the best college. So you guys are in a safe hands. Number 2, very important message. You have to promise yourself one thing, all the teachers, that your first job that you will get should be on your own capabilities and not by paying money or by the influence. And you can do that. You have to do that. I did it. I never had any political influence. I had three of my jobs. One in Mumbai. I worked in Ambani International School. That was my job on my capabilities. I came down to Goa. I worked with the CE as a research assistant. Then I was called in Manavikas, called and given a post, and later now of course I teach in Damodar Science. So it is possible, but it depends on how you create yourself, and it depends on your capacities. If you are only a degree holder, you will not get a job. But if you create yourself, your capacities, if you go beyond your syllabus, definitely you will get a job. So my message is, you are in a safe hands. This is the best institution, but you have to be disciplined and be sincere with your teachers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your message is really going to benefit a lot of us. Also, thank you for making time and coming to our Urban Nature Fest. And it was really exciting listening to you, and also a marvelous experience for me to sit beside you and interview you. Thank you so much once again.
Always grateful. Thank you.